What's up guys, Ivan Carranza here and welcome to Bass Tone Tuesday. Today we're reamping a bass DI signal. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I wasn't planning on recording this, so it's gonna be a pretty rough episode probably, because I was in the middle of patching things up and whatnot, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna record because I want to show the process of reamping a DI signal. I'm doing this for a friend of mine, my friend Jean-Michel, who plays guitar, and my buddy Felix. Jean-Michel has played guitar on a bunch of the demo videos that I've done, so he sent me a DI signal from his band and asked me to reamp it, and specifically, he asked to have a clean signal and then distorted signal, and he also wanted to have the clean signal being reamped with the Noble DI. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you what's on my floor right now, so you get an idea of how things are going or what's happening at the moment. So this right here, this signal that you see, that is the DI that they sent me. I'm gonna put a sample probably later in the video, but because I have all routed at the moment, I can just play it. But that is going out of my interface right there, and we're going into the Noble here through 1/4 inch, and then taking the XLR out to back to the recording interface. However, the 1/4 inch right here, that is going into the Cali 76 and then through Dark Glass, Take 21 and all these pedals, and then back to my amp, the Mesa WD800. Right now I haven't set the pedals yet. I've only dialed in a bit the Noble, a bit of bass boost. You can see the settings here, some treble boost, some bass boost, and I still have to dial in the rest of the stuff. So I don't know where we're gonna end up, but I'm gonna place my camera on my amp there, and then I'm gonna start tweaking some knobs to see where we end up. I know we need a kind of like a crunchy driven signal for them to blend it with the clean signal, so that's what we're gonna try to do. So I told you it was gonna be a rough edit. I'm gonna try to dial in a bit of grit on the amp first before tweaking the pedals to see how it sounds like. So I'm gonna start twisting stuff right here. It's not doing that much, so I'm gonna use the pedals. And so much hair. And first I'm gonna dial in the compressor. Okay, you probably can't hear it right now, but with adding the Cali right here, it definitely brings out a lot of presence. I know this is a funny angle, but it brings a lot of presence, a lot more, it pushes the bass a bit more forward. And because it's gonna be the drive signal, you definitely want more edge to the sound. So I'm happy with the settings that I have right now in there. I'm gonna show it to you later. Now let me dial in the distortion here. Okay, I think that could definitely work. There is right now the EQ is set flat. You got the blend kind of like at 11 o'clock. Drive at noon, level a bit past noon, and the mod kind of like also like 11 o'clock. We're gonna try the YYZ now. Alright, so I think I've got the sounds dialed in. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the pedal board right now. We've got the Cali here, and I have the input at noon, the output at noon as well, and no dry signal. I rolled up the high pass filter a little bit just to let the low notes breathe a little bit more, but it's just barely open there. Also, fastest release and slowest attack setting to let more of the note pop through, and the compression ratio is just barely up from the minimum, but it definitely adds a lot of clarity and it makes the bass sound more upfront, especially going into the overdrive. And here for the two overdrives, I set two different sounds, and I'm gonna reamp both of them just to have two options. As you can see, the Alpha and Omega has the EQ here set completely flat. I think it sounds pretty good. The DI that they sent me isn't that bright, so it doesn't provide a lot of like piercing overdrive or distortion, but this definitely gets us a nice bit of kind of like an amp growl tone. I've got the mod at kind of like, I don't know, 1130. The blend also at 1130 to have some clean signal going on with the drive, just like we discussed on the why you need drive on your bass part 2. There's gonna be a card here somewhere for you to check that out. The growl switch is off, the bite switch is up to get some more bite like the name suggests, and the drive at 12 o'clock, which is quite a bit of drive, but to tame that we have the blend at 11:30, so there's not a lot of, you know, it doesn't sound farty that much because we have some clean signal going on. And for the YYZ, let me turn the light off. For the YYZ, we have first of all the tight switch engaged, that is gonna high pass our signal, and then we're boosting all the lows back to keep a clean low end, and then a driven mids and high end. We have the mix pointing towards the deep side. I would say like 11 o'clock, 10:30 maybe, because we don't want to like a super in your face drive. It's just gonna be a little crunchy. Drive, a lot of drive as well, but we are also balancing that out with the mix knob. Mids, kind of like, I don't know, 1 p.m. just there where the plus sign is on the marker. Highs or treble also like at 2 p.m. and this has definitely a more mid character than this one. This one sounds a bit darker, especially because I'm not using the EQ, but I like the way it sounds just as is. But this one has a more mid forward character as well, and it sounds a bit more, I would say, traditional, if you want to put it that way. So now I'm gonna reamp the sounds, the clean one from the Noble, and then the two overdriven tones, and then I'm gonna show you how they sound like. So here are the tracks that I just finished reamping. I've got 5 tracks, 2 dirty ones, and 3 versions of the Noble clean signal. Let's check out the dirty one. So that is the Alpha and Omega, like the signal chain is the output of Noble into the Kali, Alpha and Omega, and then back to the Mesa, and then recorded. The second one is the YYZ. And then the clean ones, we're gonna start with the lowest boost. Then more bass boost. And a high pass filter one with the bass boosted as well. So that way my friends can pick one of those 3 clean versions, or maybe use different for different sections of the song, and also use the dirty ones to blend them beneath the clean signal. So that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed me showing the process of reamping the signal. It is not something that I do on a usual or regular basis, but I figured, why not show me doing that. So let me know in the comments what you think about the tones that I got. And also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the content that's coming to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.